Welcome back. We are here for Hearts of Wulin, Numberless Secrets. Gaze into Silken Nights, Season 3, Episode 4. So, as far as we know, we're going to go straight into, all right, Master Fan is murdered. And everybody is, or relatively everybody is on the scene, I guess. And, yeah, PCs will need to figure out what they're doing from here. Jade Starlight's player is unfortunately unable to join us today, but Jade will take a fade on this session, and then we'll just relay the details to Michael during the week. So we'll see what happens. All right. So what? Oh, I'm sorry. First things first. Did everybody look at their entanglements, figure out what they want to do, and try to hit for this session? Everybody cool on their current entanglements? The hue and cry has gone up. The servants are in a tizzy because, yeah, in the front room, in the great room, Master Fan is found murdered. And, Mu, you might be one of the first, if not the first, besides Cheng Rogong, to notice that the sword that she pointed out earlier is gone. Is gone from the configuration in the audience chamber.
So it was gone before her murder, or not.
Like you discovered it, when you all get to the audience chamber, like it's gone.
Oh wait, are we saying that the fake sword is gone also, like completely? Right, because last time when she was looking at it, she thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Hmm.
now it's just like a missing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's missing from
interesting.
the configuration. Yeah.
They stole a fake sword.
Okay, that's I was trying to make
But
sure
nobody
that
but
the
nobody
fake
knows.
short was how we know the real one was stole, and the fake one is how we know that the real one was stole, or is the fake one
Well,
stole?
but I mean, you know that the one off the wall
Hmm.
is missing. Like you
Gotcha.
notice
Okay.
first off that it's missing. But maybe
Gotcha.
you and Cheng Rogong are the only ones that know it's fake.
Cool.
Cool.
Hey, if Mu knows, we all know, you know.
So that means someone stole it, and then someone stole it again.
Yeah, yeah. It means we have a smart thief and a slightly less smart thief.
Well, I don't know if the fake meant that someone stole the original and then put a fake there. It could also
Right,
just be set up by
That's
the
true.
Yeah,
right.
don't know.
Yeah,
So
maybe Master Fan never had a real puzzle sword.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, let's roll to solve this mystery.
Yeah, let's do the theorize.
It's only like a -5 right now, -4.
Yeah.
it is a it's a complexity.
Let's just roll it. We'll
7.
use that 11 to
It's a complexity
solve the mystery
7.
right now.
Oh my gosh, wait,
You're wrong, and in which case I
so
react.
funny.
That would be
Oh
fun.
my god, that is hilarious. Oh my god, just do it.
That was
Just
11
see how it
before the
goes.
modifiers got added, so we can just solve it right now to be done with the mystery.
No,
Oh,
you don't get any modifiers, right? The modifiers is
Oh,
the
okay,
-7, yeah. And also, I think usually with these games, there's a rule about not using your abilities that let you mess with the dice on like the theorize roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So basically, well, I mean, like I have to double check it because I didn't, but generally, at least in Car
Yeah.
from Brindlewood games, it's like you have to have at least half of the clues of the
Yeah.
complexity, so you can't even do any kind of revelation move yet because you don't even have any clues on the board.
Yeah, the funniest thing to do right now is to just in character decide to solve the mystery and just say the thing.
Declare, yeah,
And
like like Soup declares this, and it's
Yeah.
like everybody's looking
Yeah.
at him like, "What are you talking about?" You have a lot of people looking at you right now. Do you do that?
No.
Because your sister would be right up there and dragging you to
Oh, I
a
haven't met
barrel.
my sister yet. That's a scene. Yeah.
Mm. Well, you'd know that she's here now, because
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she'd probably be like in the opposite end of the hall, looking at you like, you're in bad shape, bro. What would you like to do?
Yeah,
Not too bad,
I think one of the things based off my general entanglement is like I think I am looking for Red Lantern. Like I believe they're here.
Mhm.
Jade Starlight mentioned as much to me. Mentioned that it might be checking the dock, Shao Chun, if I don't yeah. Mentioned that she might be Red Lantern.
Mhm.
So yeah, in an effort to help my friend Gullible Mu, and for no other reason, I would like to investigate Shao Chun.
Mm. Well, she is
Uh,
here.
yeah, does she, I assume once the revelation of Master Fan's death comes to light, Shao Chun is going to look upset and will be the center of attention in some sense as people try to um, comfort her. But yeah, maybe I
Yeah,
can,
yeah. I mean,
I
like,
can.
she's uh, you know, kneeling at her adopted mother's feet, you know, and just kind of crying, and just yeah, tears are running down her face right now. She's not really like, paying attention to anybody else, even though there's like a bunch of people around. Peony Knight, Peony Knight's attendants. You've got like, Sun Zheng and everybody else. You guys, of course. Um, Yurong has like, has stumped up at some point, along with y'all, and then like, Yifeng is there. A few other people that you may not have been introduced to. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Radish is looking at you, Soup. Like,
I mean, if I see her, I would like to talk to her, but let me roll study and then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we'll
That's
go
fine.
from there.
Yeah.
I will roll with um, I will roll with water, which is awareness. Um, would you call this a formal setting? Oh, it doesn't even matter. I rolled
You
a
guys are
12.
fresh out of bed. This is the middle of the night,
Yeah, no,
so.
no. I rolled a 12, 10 plus 2, so I have 3 hold.
Yep.
And because sorry, so this is actually if this is a formal or official setting, I get plus 1 hold. Do you think there's a formal or official setting, Lance?
Well, I mean, it's official that you were invited, and this is an audience chamber. I don't know how. I doubt it's
Yeah.
formal because again, this is the middle of the fucking night, and like everybody's like in bedwear or
Mm.
whatever.
But this is like a school, right? Like
Mm,
this is the Willow Sword School, which is a
it's the
kind of formal
society.
setting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I have, yeah, I think the Sword School is a formal setting, but maybe that's not. Uh, yeah. Um, so
It's
I
yeah.
think I have 4 hold, and I would like to spend 2 of that to gain a clue.
Okay. And you're specifically studying Shao Chun.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oh, and then just as a reminder, because I'd like to remind you guys, you have specific facets that you should be attaching like at least one clue to when you do the eventual revelation move. The death of Master Fan, Lord Yao's interruption of the ceremony, the fall of the Green Leaf Society, and the true secret of the puzzle sword. Okay, so 4 facets that you could, you know, look into. All right.
Can someone remind me what Lord Yao's interruption of the ceremony means?
Lord Yao, sent by imperial decree, supposedly, to stop the laying of burdens ceremony, which Master Fan was basically saying it's like she was planning on retiring from
Ah,
her position, and she was thinking about she was removing herself from the wuxia world and then she was going to, actually, she hadn't said. She didn't say why, and she hadn't said about choosing a successor. She just said that
Yeah.
she was going to conduct the laying down of burdens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
he
we're kind
just,
of operating under the understanding that if the new Greenleaf Society was to take control of the Word and Sword Alliance, that would be sort of like bad for the Emperor and the Imperial
yeah, it sounds
Court.
to
So
me, yeah, it sounded to me from last mystery that it was more of a like you know, a clandestine kind of thing going on,
mm,
right? So it
mm,
wasn't under the emperor's control. So yeah,
yep.
it was going on in secret for sure. But I mean, Soup is such a great detective, so we'll see. All right. So I think if she's kneeling there crying over her mother's body, perhaps like you're kind of edging closer and then just kind of like taking in her appearance and such. I think you'll notice now she's by reputation a scholar. Her mother has not allowed her to join any of the local historian societies or anything like that, but by reputation she's a scholar. She's supposed to be like working on her studies and such. But I think you'll notice in her one of her pockets there's something that looks like it is a style manual from one of the wuxia styles. Pardon. And it's heavily marked up, like in terms of like it has like a lot of like annotated like bookmarks or whatever, like sticking out of it. And it's like it's in her pocket. I mean, she could be studying it, who knows, but it is of note because again, I mean, like normally she would be studying like historical documents or like local
Mm,
lore and politics and everything like that, but this is specifically an annotated style manual, wuxia
okay.
style manual.
Okay. Um, and uh, and by style we mean things like Heart Stealer, correct? Like that is a style. Yeah.
I mean, like a method, yeah, I guess you could call it, I suppose, different moves and such.
Mm, okay. Hmm.
I mean, maybe not Heart Stealer. I don't think they would have that written down anywhere. But I mean, like something that, like, why would a scholar have this necessarily? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a question. All right, and then now you still have two hold to do stuff with. Um, what is everybody else doing while Soup figures out how he wants to use his other two hold?
We're all awake.
I mean, are you still sleeping after all this hubbub? I mean, you can
No,
if you want.
definitely not. I think since I probably would be waiting for my advisor who seems to be very distraught to try to comfort them, but don't know if I would immediately interrupt them because we don't really have that. We don't have a familiar relationship at this point. But I probably would maybe like sit with them until they're maybe ready to talk.
I'm observing. Um, standing at a distance, watching. I might be looking for who the figure that I remember, uh, in terms of the lieutenant, with the name Yifeng,
Mhm.
but I don't know if that is the focus because there has been a death. It's not heart stolen, so
Mhm.
like I am wondering what's going on. But I'm also, of course, keeping an eye out because danger.
Right. Exactly. I mean, like even I mean, I think Lord Yao is still here too. You know, him and his entourage has not left, and they're kind of looking concerned. Of course.
I don't expect danger from Lord Yao, since I only expect danger from my own faction right now.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I will. I'm gonna roll study, and I will study with Earth, caution.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That is a plus everything 14.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So. With the 14. Yeah, so
3 hold.
3 hold, but I mean, because yours is a high roll, I'm gonna say it's like, you know, I'll give you something a little special with that last bit. But yeah, dimension. What do you? So you want a clue, or what do you want?
I
what
want.
do you
Yeah, I want a clue.
Okay. And what specifically are you studying?
The people.
Okay, so basically just.
But also the environment. Yeah, I'm gonna be broad so that you can choose whatever you want.
Okay. Got it. Again, this is the audience chamber. It's got the configuration of weapons where one particular like space is conspicuous, you know, because something's missing. But then, like, you know, as you're looking around at the people and just watching for danger, I think you'll notice the decoration that's around as well. First, it could be like, you know, any old mural type of thing as you're looking at it. But then you realize that as you're looking at the decorations in the different spots and the different walls and you start turning around looking, you realize that they're fragments of a map.
Sorry, the decorations are fragments of a map?
Yeah, like the painted decorations on the wall like look like
Okay.
they're showing you parts of a map, but they're not together, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like pieces of a map that have been separated and then just kind of put decoratively like on different walls.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let me put that in there. And again, you can contextualize this part any way you want.
Can I say something about the clue I got, or
Yeah.
do I need to spend a whole day to kind of okay. So
I
can
mean,
I
like
say
you don't have to necessarily, you know, specify anything about it now. You can wait until you start putting the pieces together for the revelation move and then contextualize in that moment if you want.
that's far away though, you know?
You don't want to
So
see how it lays out.
if you want me to spend a hold, I will.
I mean,
But
do you think it's like, you know, that heavy enough that you want to put your thumb on the scale now? I'm curious. I'm just
no,
curious.
because wuxia style manual is kind of flat, right? It's not particularly juicy. So what I would like to do, and you can tell me if you want me to spend a whole month, I'll gladly do so. I would like to say that it is the style of the sea spray blade dance, which is Pan Haoran's style.
What?
And it is specifically a manual that has been annotated to show the weaknesses of that style and how best to assassinate someone if they've used that style.
Oh,
So-
yeah, you can spend a hold to establish that detail.
Sure, absolutely.
I feel like
Please
Thomas.
do. Oh
That
my
sounds
god,
like a
what?
hold spend.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
That,
Sure,
that sounds
that
like
is
two
so
holds to
goddamn
me. I don't know.
specific.
I might be biased.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
maybe she didn't plan to use it for anything. Maybe it was just a coincidence, John.
that's
Maybe.
just amazing. Yes, definitely spend that hold. Holy cow,
Thank you,
that's so
Thomas.
goddamn specific. Amazing.
This can't be blamed on me since you did it. Thanks.
She's just your advisor, John.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god.
This will not create any tension.
No, not at all. Okay. All right. So that's 2 down for the clue, 1 down for the detail. You got 1 hold left. Okay. And then for Jintong, you got two down for the clue. And then you have two hold left.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mu, Pan Haoran, anything you want to do in the midst of this? Yeah. Group.
I'm still sitting with Chow until they are ready to talk. So whenever they're ready to talk, I will talk to them. So if they seem like that, I will probably just try to. I don't know. It's like, can you comfort or support NPC? I guess I don't know what I'm really hoping to gain from it, other than maybe they'll open up. So maybe that's an actual move I'm trying to do. But I can't think.
You could hearts and minds if they're susceptible to you, but if she's just pretending to be sad about Master Fan's death, I would say she's not susceptible.
Yeah, so whatever the situation might call for, I would do that. I'm not sure what the appropriate basic move is here.
I mean, the only other thing that would be, because it's like it's really not under anything, is like overcome, but I mean, it's like not really anything under pressure per se.
Well, I mean, I guess I can try to comfort and support them because it would create a bond with them, but I don't know if that really makes sense.
Yeah, because it doesn't really cover like NPCs per se.
Right.
This might not be a move, John. If you just want to do the scene, you can just do the scene.
Just do a scene.
Okay.
I mean, like I'm not fussed over it. You just
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's just there, like, tears running through her her cheeks. I mean, like maybe one of the servants is just kind of like, we have to move, Master Fan. You cannot let her stay here like this. And then Shao's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand who would want to do this to her.
I will offer some handkerchief or something. Haran looks amazing, and like they're in their sleeping clothes, but they look like they just came out of like makeup, and they'll offer them a like a silk handkerchief for them to.
Thank you.
If you would like, I can take care of this for you, if you need time.
Yes, I don't know what to do. I mean, she seemed so happy and glad for this ceremony, and then Lord Yao, just interrupting and just saying this ceremony can't take place. I don't even know why he's still here. This is a mess.
Well, you are here to advise me, but in this moment, let me do this. I will look into it and find out what is going on for you.
Thank you. And she will dab at her eyes and, yeah, cry into your handkerchief and such. Honestly, dishonestly, who the hell knows?
Mm-hmm. Good acting. I think Haran half buys it, but isn't. I think once Haran sees the other stuff, it might change. But right now, without knowing, please, would you would you like to be somewhere else more private?
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And
Well,
this would of course be the point where, like, she might turn to Jade, but Jade's not here. Oh, I can't wait to figure out where Jade is right now. But anyway, um,
Yeah, so I will stand up and offer a hand to her up to help her up,
mhm.
and it's just like we will find some place for you where you can be alone.
Thank you. And you can totally do a study at this point, if you want.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm going for. That makes sense. Right, dice. Let's see. Study is okay. Yeah, I'll just roll and then figure things out again.
Now, again, remember that study doesn't necessarily just mean like,
Mhm.
observation or whatever. You can establish facts with this, which is kind of cool. I really like this move for this particular idea. So, like,
All right, and okay.
what element do you want to exert on this particular move?
That is the question. I was trying to think of which one would be the most appropriate here.
Just remember what your character knows and what you know.
Like, yeah, because I don't think I'm being particularly suspicious. So, I think it's just it's probably water, even though that's like my fighting style, which is always great. So that will be water. I rolled a 5
Some bitch. What?
with the +2.
What?
Oh,
Are you doing a
Some-
online dice roller or real dice? What are you doing?
Online dice roller.
Somehow
Throw that
this
thing away.
feels right.
Oh my God! What? Okay, so-
you can spend a shadow and bump up.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, that's
Uh,
true. But also,
Okay.
you're like hitting on your servant.
I'm not
While
hitting on it is
Radish is
strong.
Radish
also
is
here.
there.
Haran is not intentionally hitting on her.
Sorry,
Yeah,
John. Sorry,
but-
John.
With a 5,
Okay, so
if
I
she could,
could-
you could read.
John,
But
John
let me
is
describe
John.
how hot I am.
John
John's
is
looking pretty hot.
Look,
Pan
please,
Haoran's looking pretty hot.
we
right now.
need to separate what Haran is doing from what John is doing.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sure. I mean, I still think it's quite fitting.
That's
considering-
hilarious.
It's quite, but Haran is
What?
not doing it intentionally. John, however, is doing it maybe intentionally.
That
Okay,
does not negate any of the things I just said.
No, it doesn't.
No,
Okay, so
I just
wait.
don't want you to have a negative opinion of Haran for the horrible things I do. That's all.
Mm,
Oh, wait. Okay. What
Don't
does
think
compute?
about it too hard.
What
Don't think about
computes? Wait. Okay. What
Okay.
computes right now is that you have 2
Mhm.
choices.
Uh-huh.
If you take this miss, okay.
I am
you
marking
can-
the crown.
Hold your horses and let me
Okay, go ahead.
explain. Let me explain. Okay, hold on. If you take the miss, I make a move, or you, Okay, hold on. I gotta read this off. On a miss, you gain 1 hold, or you can gain 2 hold, and another crime happens, and then I make a move, which would be great, but you don't have to. Or you could do a shadow, and then bump it up to a
sorry.
7 to 9 to gain 2 hold and take a cost, or gain just 1 hold if you want.
I'm
Why
gonna
don't you
work.
take-
I'm
Alright.
gonna work the shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Oh my God.
I don't want to have any fallout this early with the person who's supposed to be advising me. So I will.
All right. So pick a shadow if you haven't done one before, or like if you like the one that you haven't done before, and then like you don't have to do it now, but definitely soon. And like how it helps you, with this particular situation to do the study, and you gain either 1 hold, or you gain 2 hold if you're willing to take a cost. Take a cost. Sorry, I'm biased. Never mind.
Okay.
Do what you want. You can do 1 cost.
Did
You
you
can do
just
1
hear
hold or
something,
2
John?
cost.
Huh?
Did you just hear something? Did someone just whisper, take a cost? Where was that coming from?
I'll take a cost. I don't know why. Something Emmy decided that I would like to take the cost. I don't know what
What's
made me.
what's the flashback though?
Yeah, which shadow do you want to take?
Oh, duty.
Okay. Oh, duty. Yeah, that's very very appropriate for a rant. Do you have that now, or do you need a few minutes to kind of like mull
I
over it?
need to piece it together in
No
my
problem,
mind.
because it's like I can go to somebody else as we make
Yeah,
some
yeah.
complications. Hold on. I will not resolve the cost just yet, but do you want a clue for your 2 hold?
Yes.
Okay, 2 hold. Cost. Okay. So, you are talking with, you are trying to comfort, basically, Shao. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think as she's, like holding your arm and like, just trying to, gain some support and everything, and then she's just kind of like, crying in your handkerchief and such. I think she's just kind of like, I don't know who would be doing this. I don't understand. I mean, maybe it's... You don't think it has anything to do with some of the connections to the... Well, I shouldn't say.
But well, if you want to talk about it, I am all ears. Do you? I'm certain that with Li Zheng here, we will get to the bottom of it. But if there's anything you could offer to help, I will do everything in my power. The Water Lily Society will do everything in their power to help.
They've been so instrumental in helping with the refurbishment of this estate. I can only hope that they will be able to help with this. But there's just been these rumors of the criminal activities that someone, I think it was criminal activities that I think Peony Knight had been associated with. The criminal family, the Juns.
Oh, I was not aware of that. I did not know. I I know a few of the people who arrived in her entourage. Perhaps I can talk to them for you.
Oh, be careful. If they have any connections to the Jun family, you know they are from Bad Valley, right? You have to be careful.
Well, I will try my best. Some things it's better to involve the appropriate people to look into it if I have your permission to do so.
I just... I've been asked to help you, but I don't want you to fall prey to any of that on my account. Please, be careful. And then she'll like dab at her eyes again.
It's my duty to do what I can to help.
And
This
as you say that, I think
Murder!
maybe you turn your eye a little bit and you just catch this glare from Radish. Because she can see how tightly that Shao Chun is holding onto your arm. That is your complication. That is your cost.
God damn it!
So, anyway. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to my sister, kind of like protectively, just to be
Yes.
sure. And I'm just gonna shout out, um, who who did this to, yeah, kind of like, pointing to the room. And this is my form of study. See who reacts. Um,
I love Moo. I love Moo
if you
so
are
much.
if you are responsible, confess now.
Oh my god.
And I'm just gonna see what people's reactions are
Oh my god,
as a study group.
amazing. Amazing. I love Moo so much. Accusing to the world at large.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, what are you using? Fire.
Hmm. I'm actually gonna use water for awareness.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Paying attention. Oh, 13.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that gets you 3 hold.
Oh man.
Okay. All right.
Look at us
So-
all studying. Huh? Emma?
Yeah.
I am so happy with you. I'm even happy with Jonn, even with the failure, because it's like, the costs are just so delicious. It's like great. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. I must say. It's all good. All right. Whew. I'm not so awesome because I have to try to pull out some clues. All right, hold on.
No, you
Alright.
are awesome.
Yeah, you are awesome. All
You
the
gotta
time.
study. Oh my god. Studying. Okay, so like you're looking at everyone to see how they're reacting. The weird thing is, it's like, there's some things in here that I could put in, but would you recognize it? That's the thing. Let me see. Let me look at the NPCs again. Oh, okay. All right. So I think as you are making this accusation at large, there is there's a quite handsome individual, like in their bedrobes or whatever, and as you say this, they first were kind of like what's the word, rather neutral in their look, almost like just kind of like not insipid, what's the word, just tired, like not even reacting or anything like that. And then when you start like slinging the accusation, who did this and all this kind of stuff, it's like they get this immediate like rage on their face. It's like, who are you to accuse us of anything going on? We are all here by invitation. Anyone that isn't, and kind of looks over at Lord Yao's group, just has to answer to the rest of us. But we were all known and invited. And anyone who accuses must have another reason to say that we have something against Master Fan, most honored of all. And this is where they start striding up to you, and you get aquiline features, in your face, and they're slightly taller than you, and then immediately River Glass is at your side, and then just kind of like, be careful. Do not challenge if you do not know who you challenge to this individual. And yeah, like River Glass has got your back. But anyway,
Oh, I say, who are you?
I am Snowy Pine, and I don't appreciate being accused at random by someone I don't even know.
I do not accuse you. Master Fan's death accuses someone here.
And immediately, like, they kind of deflate and just... We are all under tensions. We are all under stress. We were all so happy when we came, expecting this to be a support of one so illustrious. And now she sits there dead. And, he will just as easily turn away and start to weep. And I think one of the servants, actually no, Grave of Saints will actually go to them and reach out, even though Grave of Saints looks like they're blindfolded. I mean, like, it's almost as if Grave of Saints knows by voice who it is, and will kind of like take their arm gently and kind of lead them away. But yeah. And I think your clue in that instance, and I don't know whether you would consider this strange behavior, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like this, you can construe it however you'd like when you do the revelation move, but it is strange behavior. So you spent 2 hold, and you have 1 more. And just recall, I believe, that on a hold, you can reveal a detail. So you can declare something. So you can also put your thumb on the scale that way. Although it's not an official clue that is in, like, that you can use in the revelation move, it is something that you can add to the fiction that could, add a little flavor to it, just add a little bit more, like, direction, I guess, to something a little bit. You're not changing a facet. You could be adding something to a possible clue or what have you, or just a detail off to the side. So,
Matt, did you describe how Master Fan was killed? Was it
I did not.
Was it a sword wound, or was it?
No, I did not. Hold on. She was found dead in the audience chamber. She was laying prone, okay, so face down, and no discernible, like, nobody's examined the body, but they can see blood pooling underneath her.
Okay. I would like to examine the body.
Okay. And since you have 1 hold left, Soup, I mean, like, if you want, you can declare detail about it. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to say that it's it looks like Massive Man was killed in the style of the Willow Sword School.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So she was defeated with her own style.
Okay. So you note that, but do you say that out loud? Or do you keep that to yourself?
No. No, I keep that to myself.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
I mean, all my friends know. All my real friends will be told.
All the PCs know. It's okay. Even Jintong, whom you haven't really spoken to? Oh my god. Amazing.
No. Jintong and I are going to speak, right? Right?
Or the dream sequence, or like where you speak telepathically. Oh my god. You sent her a letter. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
What?
No, Jade's not here. Jade can't mess around with the letters. Hold on.
Yeah, that's true.
Not yet.
Interesting.
Yeah. Jintong, did you want to do something? You have 2 hold remaining.
I think I have 1 because I had 3 holds and then I spent 2 on the clue, so I have 1
Oh,
left.
yes.
Um,
That's right. Because you had 14, I decided to give you something special. So
oh wow.
yes.
Maybe I'll get another clue and we can just solve this mystery right now.
This is up to you. I mean, like if you want to do
How many
if you want to do
mysteries do you
2 if you want to do 2 hold to get another clue, you can, or you could do details. It's up to you. Whatever you want. So, what would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to establish some details.
Sure.
Or maybe ask a question.
What would you
Actually, I am
I
going
will.
to.
I will even say.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to like create like something special, like a little flashback to something having to do with, I don't know, Widow Mantis. You can if you want, you know. But
Oh, that's fun.
that's up to you. I'm not even gonna. I mean, like that's what you can do with your details or something, because if it has something to
Yeah,
do with the case or something,
that's
or
the
even if
funny
it
thing
doesn't.
is that I never established if Jintong even like is really familiar with Widow Mantis. Um, hmm. Widow
I
Mantis
mean,
is so careful. I don't know
I mean, if anything, I mean, like, you know, like for anybody that knows Widow Mantis, it would be like a shadowy personage that doesn't come out like outright to show themselves. I mean, like, you know, if you know them or if you've spoken to them, it's usually like um where you don't see them, you just hear them, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my former assassin move actually to
Sure.
establish my secret role in an NPC's tragedy in the flashback.
Okay.
So
Which one?
I am going, yeah. I'm looking around, I'm seeing this map and I'm committing into memory as best as I can. Or these fragments of maps. And then I spot Yifeng. And that's when I'm like, oh, and I think I'm making the connection that this is probably Yifeng because I remember his face from Red Lantern. And I mean, what are what are the chances that there are so many Red Lanterns here? Surely very low. Surely there can be only one. So and it's I see him standing there in his now pretty nice robes. He looks like he's doing well, but it it casts my mind back to seeing him also with like kind of nice robes in the Red Lanterns. And he looks okay, he's a nephew, right? So he's not an orphan. And he is standing around like in the training one of the training courtyards for the Red Lanterns, and then just um being kind of gregarious actually, like talking to people, joking around. Well, and his vibe is just so different from all the actual Red Lanterns because everyone is like life or death. And then he is kind of more like, oh, like I'm interested in talking to you and so on and so forth. And then we then cut to Jintong asking him and saying, why why are you always talking and not practicing? And Yifeng going, oh well, there are so many interesting things that I'm curious about. I mean, I I'm not going to be here for long, so I really want to know. Um, and then um, and then we cut again to Jintong like coming back from a mission, and then hearing conversation from adults, the Red Lantern adults who are saying that he's been temporarily sent here to like escape to until things blow over, I think is the thing that they say. um and um and then someone is saying, okay, he's doing he's poking around too much. um and then the other's like, well, he'll be gone soon. You know how they are, these um th- these these young masters. um and then we we cut again to, I think this is like Yifeng started like talking a lot with one of the Red Lanterns, who's also like a little bit more energetic. And Jintong, we see Jintong in like kind of like watching them, and then like she was training, but then she keeps glancing over, and then she's like, she looks kind of like, wow, like a little bit envious of how much they're having fun. Um but then one of the instructors or the coaches, whoever's in charge of like this cohort, clears their throat, and she just like kind of like quickly refocuses, and you can see the fear in her eyes, and it's like an automatic response. um and then we cut again, and it's let's see, it's Yifeng like running, running to the doors of the training courtyard and like slamming his hand on the door and saying, let me in, let me in, like you can't do that. um and then but the doors are closed, and then he keeps slamming his hand on it, while inside we just hear it's like it's we hear the sound mm, of someone like trying to hold in um like pain. And then like, and Yifeng is like, he hears it as well, and he gets more desperate, so he like slams his hand harder on the door, like to the point where like he's getting splinters in his hands. um and then we see like the camera pulls back a little bit, and Jintong is standing there, also outside of the door, and just watching him. And then she says, you should go. And he whirls around, and he's like, and he you can see that he's like kind of like crying at this point, and he's like, you can't, why would you, this is not, this is not all right, what they're doing is wrong. Why would you should help me, you shouldn't tell me to go. and and Jintong just says, you should go while you still can. And he he looks at her like, I think he's half projecting the hopelessness and like anger, and half like realizing for the first time what this place is. And he just says, you're all you're all monsters, every single one of you. And then Jintong, and then I think it starts to snow, and we see behind Jintong's back, she's holding an umbrella, um, like a closed umbrella that she was going to offer, and then her hand tightens on the umbrella, and then there's like a snow that like drifts down, and then it kind of melt back into the present as a snowflake drifts down, and Jintong looks at Yifeng. Anyway, so that's the flashback. Sorry it took so long to get there.
No, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
No.
It was great. But curious question, does he recognize her at all?
I don't know.
You can. You have your shadow ready, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I imagine like this in the flashback. This is a moment where Haran has like effectively their last conversation with their father before he leaves the last time. He is seeing him off, not knowing that he will not be coming back. And so these are the final words he receives. So as he's like, I think imagine that he's like mounted up on a horse, getting ready to ride off, and Haran is standing. A younger Haran is standing by to see him off, not really wanting him to go. And so his dad's offers him these words to, you know, make Haran understand why he's doing what he's doing. And so I think he says something like, the Water Lily Society is like a flower in the martial world. We survive by what we provide the world, and we in this world, we're much more powerful houses. We provide service to make ourselves indispensable. And so Haran's like, but why do you have to do this? Doesn't really give any indication of what it is. He's like, in some, I do this because in order to preserve a garden, sometimes blooms must be sacrificed. And this is something you need to learn, Haran, that in this world we provide what we can. We we provide poisons, we provide medicines, we provide counsel, we provide the beauty, and these are what are these. This is our power, and this is how we must learn to wield it, and you must learn to wield it. And I do this to preserve the Water Lily Society. So, so do not do not cry for me. Do not be sad. Endure. That's all I've asked of you. And he doesn't say anything else. He just rides off, leaving like Haran. Haran manages not to hold back the tears until he's far enough away that he cannot see them. And it kind of ends with that, seeing the horse riding off into the distance while he's standing and watching.
And then bringing it back to the present where, you're saying these things about duty to Shao, and then catching the peripheral glare of Radish. Is there anything else you want to do in this moment?
Um, no, I think I
You,
just kind of turn to Radish when I see her. Is she approaching, or is she just
mm,
watching?
she's just watching right now. You're lucky she's not approaching yet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think in this moment, I feel like I'm obligated to do what I said I would. So I will lead them somewhere where they can grieve without in a and not be in a public situation.
Sure, sure. Oh, and then just to clarify for the the clue itself, when Shao was talking about the possible connections to the uh, criminal element with Peony Knight, she was specifically talking about the Jun family from Bad Valley, and she was talking about Songbird Jun's family.
Hmm.
So from previous mystery.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm trying not to show my hand in anything they're saying.
sure, no, absolutely. Like, oh, I don't know anything about this at all. No, absolutely not, for sure. But okay, but yeah, I mean, like I'm sure the the like there's one or two servants that are like, um, what should we do about the body? What?
But I I think we should let um Li Zing have an opportunity to look at it. He may discover something. Then we will give them a proper burial. I mean, I don't out of character. I'm not sure what the appropriate thing to do with the body here is, but I think Haoran would probably know that.
Yeah, ceremonies and cremation. I forget what the what
Yeah.
the appropriate.
No cremations.
Okay,
Yeah, burial.
okay, burial. Okay. Oh, that's right, because of
Cremation.
the
Oh,
headstones. Yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
Cremation is only in very, very desperate times. But
Oh, okay.
there's the, I mean, well, it depends on if we're in like deep into Confucianism at this point. If Confucianism is it's entrenched enough in the society where
Mhm.
everything in your body is given to you by your parents, and then filial piety is very important. So that's why people have long hair and so on and so forth.
Oh, okay.
But you should not mess with the body. That is very that goes against a lot of that's the cultural norm, and like
Okay.
that's the value.
Okay. Good to know. Alrighty. So yeah, I mean, pardon. They'll they'll bow and then they'll go and attend to soup when we get to soup and see what soup is planning on doing. But like, let's do Moo first. Moo, you watch Snowy Pine being kind of guided away by Grave of Saints, and yeah, I mean, like River Glass is just kind of looking at you and saying, "Are you all right? I mean, that was rather bold and sudden."
Um, I don't know what possessed me. Perhaps Master Fan's spirit moved me to speak.
Did you get what you needed out of that? I mean,
Hmm, I don't know. I I think uh, I think we learned a little more, but um, I think we learned a little bit more, but I do not know what it means yet.
and Sun Zheng
Um,
will come over and say, "Brother, are you all right? I mean, that I know you can take care of yourself, but he looked they looked like they were going to I don't know, attack you."
Who's Snowy Pine? I I'm not afraid of him, but I feel sorry for him. His his sorrow seemed genuine.
I talked with Shao Chun earlier. Snowy Pine is good at what they do, but they have a tendency to fly at the handle, get excitable at a moment's notice, so be careful. I don't know if that was wise, trying to be that accusing, I guess, off the bat.
Oh, I was thinking whoever was guilty would reveal themselves, but that was perhaps uh, too
Wishful.
optimistic, too wishful. Yes.
Wishful thinking.
Tell here. I have one hold. I have one hold, I think, still left. So I think I'll
Yes.
declare. I think.
Yeah.
I think Peony Knight is gonna announce that they shouldn't wait for another, the next leader for the Verdant Sword Alliance too long. And because of that, she's gonna announce that she should be the one to lead the group.
Oh. Oh, that immediately brings out, well, first off, her attendants are all clapping at the same time. It's like, cheers for Peony Knight! Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah! Yes, exactly. Like the whole round of applause. But that also brings off outrage by, of course, Snowy Pine for disrespect, and then, of course, the rest of the group that are there um, saying, "Have you no again respect? Master Fan is dead. No idea who killed her, and." Like, Shao Chun is in tears. I mean, like, probably led away by Pan Haoran by this point. And then Lord Yao, like, makes also an objection. It's like, kind of harumphs in their way, and saying it's like, now, no time for hasty decisions. It's the middle of the night. I mean, this is still something that, should be decided by a council. Can also be, helped in support by the emperor, or, like in all the sorts of things. I mean, a little bit more shouting going on, so you all decide whether you want to stick around and be part of this or not. That is fine if you're not already left. So,
I would like to spend my last study hold to
uh-huh.
establish a detail,
Okay.
which is that Jintong now that there is more of a commotion, Jintong
Hmm.
will slowly approach Master Fan's body,
Uh-huh.
and then she'll crouch down and then find. I don't want to take away from Soup's investigative moment to say
Hmm.
that Soup didn't find this. So maybe Thomas, you could tell me like how, because I was going to say that Master Fun, like in her hand, um it was like clenched very tightly.
Hmm.
Um and then uh I think her hand is starting to relax again, because it's like, the rigor mortis, it's like relaxing or whatever. Um Jintong will see uh, a wooden mantis, like the pointing one, like one that she saw before,
Hmm.
and she'll find that in Master Fun's hand.
Yep.
I would like Soup to see this
Hmm.
and um if Jintong is reaching down, then Soup is right there, right? Like Soup and Jintong are not next to each other, and
Yeah.
Soup will,
Jintong is crouched down.
yeah. So Soup will also crouch down and will be like, "What does this mean?"
I'm sorry. I'm picturing this moment, and it's like, Soup is right behind Jintong, and it's like, oh, that voice. You know what I mean? So I want to know what Jintong's feeling right now.
Inner conflict.
Yes!
God
Yes!
damn! I just.
Thank you.
Come on, Thomas. What did you expect?
No. This is exactly what I expected.
You guys make me so happy.
I'm gonna roll with. What would this be? Maybe I should roll with wood for growth because there's no growth, not on this part.
Soup was like, let's talk about work. That'll be easy. Nah.
Yeah, and then ask exactly about the one thing about with red lanterns that you don't that would put you in danger. Incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with wood. And so I rolled a 3 minus 1 is 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay? You could use my 11. It's up to you.
Oh, wait, did you do a face-to-face?
Yeah, I rolled an 11 for the face.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got an 11.
Agatha, also you get your playbook ability that triggers, right?
My playbook ability?
Thought you had one. Yeah.
Oh, for inner
Yeah, I
conflict.
had +1 to against you, which would have made it 3 again.
No, but you also get to do a thing.
Yeah, if I were to succeed, then yes, I would
Okay.
get
Oh,
to do
okay.
that.
Oh no.
It only triggers if I succeed on the inner conflict.
Holy
I
crap.
guess I don't know. Is it more interesting? Maybe.
No, I think it's better if you run away. I think that would be hilarious.
I also want to know what kind of thing Mads is going to throw with a failure. Throw at us. At me specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see the
The
devious
wheels
smile.
are turning. God
I
dang it.
see it.
Oh,
I see
why
it.
is this moment happening? Oh my god. Emotional turmoil, pressure. But see, the thing is this. If I do what I think I'm going to do, would it hurt enough? That's the problem. Damn it.
It's
I mean,
okay, Mads.
you can say it, and then I can tell you if it doesn't hurt enough, and then you can adjust.
Okay. I think, like, okay, so Soup, you say what you say. As you come upon Jintong, reaching down for the thing. And perhaps just like we see the camera, panning on both of your faces, and then a cut quickly to the wooden mantis statue in Master Fan's hand. And then immediately a sound of, and then, I mean, I know it's ridiculous. However, it doesn't matter. Immediately there is a dart to Soup's neck. Soup, you drop. And you will see Jintong as Soup's body sinks next to Master Fan's on the floor, like where the dart mark is on his neck. You will see a fanning of the dark veins of poison on his neck.
Thomas, what do you think?
I mean, it's good. It's good.
I'll take it. Yeah.
But do you care? That's the question. Does Jintong care? That's
Of
the thing.
course she does. She's not
No,
me.
I mean she's like denying and denying for everybody. Okay.
Yeah. Jintong, like, I think her hand curls on the mantis figurine
Mhm, mhm.
as the dart hits it hits Soup's neck, and then she turns and just and steadies him, and then like as Soup slumps, um Jinho sees the dart on their neck, and then quickly puts her hand to it, and then sees the immediate poison, and
You have an antidote at your waist.
that's true. Um, okay, are people noticing?
Yeah, I mean, there are people starting to scream. Like there were servants like at the ready to move the body or do something about the body, and they're screaming now because they see somebody else like
Okay,
down
so
for the
if
count.
people are freaking out, then will not move Soup like out of here to deal with it. So instead, she'll immediately pull out the dart, um, like and then keep it, and then she'll take the antidote from her waist, pop that lid, and then like yeah, open Soup's mouth and just like
No. Sorry, no. No,
You-
absolutely not. Absolutely
No?
not.
Oh,
How does that work then?
This
shit.
is a PC versus PC duo.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. Yes, this is a
Yeah,
no.
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
this shit.
Okay, so are you dueling me?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, duel. Gosh, we haven't done this.
Actually, a duel says only if you challenge another PC.
Yeah, I mean, like, this would be-
explicit.
Yeah, this would be
Is there a thing for like interrupting or like making something not happen? Hold on.
I mean, the only other thing that
Overcome.
could overcome, yeah. Do something under pressure.
Well, no, but like interrupting another fellow PC.
Hmm. I mean, like, the only other thing that would be kind of appropriate would be
I guess I can be dueling you. I can make an offer? Question mark. Does that
Ooh.
make
So,
sense?
I think this is not what duel is for, but I think that's how we should resolve it. Like it's the
Sure.
same principle,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the
because-
only PvP
yeah, because
mechanic.
because you can offer when you're challenging, you can offer unspent XP. You're taking the antidote. You can offer unspent XP, character actions, burning bonds, changes to entanglements, and letting them narrate the moment or anything in game, which I approve. Which I totally. But you put a single offer on the table.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I'm also like, Thomas, what do you want? Like you said no, but I'm also like, what exactly are you saying no for? How do we work with that?
I'm saying that if Soup is even remotely conscious, will not drink that antidote, right?
Yeah.
So I have an idea that is not from Soup's point of view, but is from mine.
Okay.
Let's
I
metagame.
think-
Come on, tell us.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us
think
what's
it's
going on.
from a kind of audience point of view.
Mhm.
I think Soup. I think I as the player, I will say Soup will drink the antidote if Jintong like kisses him.
Okay. Okay. Let's. I was gonna say let's workshop that, and I was like, let's do the blocking, and then I feel like both of those that sound so clinical.
Let's do the blocking. I was like, where's the camera right now?
Yeah,
'Cause that
The
is-
director is waiting for the actors to figure out what the fuck they're doing with each other. Where's the
Actors, like,
intimacy
what's-
coordinator? Wait a second. Where's the intimacy
Yeah, yeah.
coordinator? Hold on a second.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Okay, so like, are you saying that like maybe, so how this happens would be that Soup is like not quite fully unconscious yet, and that's why he would resist, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Like his choreographer, yes. The intimacy. Um,
I mean, is everybody
Choreography?
consenting? That would be the first thing. I mean, like that would be the first
yeah.
thing. Got to worry about.
Intimacy coordinators, just doing all the good work. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, we can play that out.
I think the fun part about this is that everyone is watching, and this
Yeah.
is a very not Jintong thing to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Roll inner conflict again. No.
This is what happens when you fail in a conflict.
Yeah, everybody gets
Yeah.
to watch what's the hell's going on for sure. But
Okay,
anyway,
so I'm gonna rewind and say the thing that Jinho still does, which is that she still pulls the dart from Soup's neck and keeps it. And she does pop the lid of the antidote, and then she is moving to pour it into Soup's mouth. Like I think she's already doing the thing where she's like, like opening his mouth, like shifting his jaw so that she can pour it in. And then Thomas, go ahead.
Oh, do you want me to?
Yes, we're going to play this out. Now that your character is conscious, let's roleplay.
Wait. No. Sorry. I'm confused. Did Soup drink the antidote?
No, I'm moving to pour it in, but
Okay. I think
not quite yet.
I think what's happening is like Soup's hand is coming and is sort of blocking. He's like closing the lid of the potion bottle, right? Like the antidote bottle. You know, so that's how I imagine Jintong realizes it's not going to work. And then I think my proposal is that she has to drink the antidote and then kiss
I
him.
understood that part.
Yeah.
I understood
Oh,
that.
okay, good. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I just need you to if there's any other roleplay thing you would like to give me before I continue.
It's just, yeah, you know,
I put a screaming GIF in the chat for God's sake.
I feel like I really ruined the moment by mentioning the words blocking and workshopping.
No. Stuff like this, you need to kind of like the camera needs to pull back to show the staff. Like,
this is the behind the scenes. This is the safety.
People holding the camera.
This is the consent. This is all of the things to make sure everybody's comfortable with what the hell's going on.
Yeah, the guy holding the boom mic just lightly sweating under the beaming lights.
Like, hurry up.
Yeah. Okay. So, does Soup say anything? Are they able to say anything as they're blocking the antidote from their face?
No. I would love to just communicate it with Soup's eyes are just very clearly saying no.
And Jintong like sees that and then gets this like very classic Jintong look of stubbornness. And then so one of her hands is cradling a Soup. I think like supporting his head, like, but like her arm is like behind his back basically. And then with her other hand, she'll like turn a little bit away so he can't reach towards the bottle and then pop that lid again. And then she'll like maintaining eye contact. It's kind of like maintaining eye contact with Soup. She'll like pour it into her mouth. And then before his expression can change to be like, oh yay, or whatever, she'll pull him in with her hand, and then I was gonna say smash her lips into his, but I was like, maybe let's not be that aggressive. I think she'll like it looks like it's just like a normal kiss. So none of that teeth injury. But she'll like she'll kiss him and then like but then like force his mouth open, and then we kind of like get like, oh, this is the part that we get on camera where it's like there's like a little like trickle of the antidote probably down the side of Soup's face, as she gets the antidote in. Well, everyone is watching.
Damn.
Voted for the most amazing scene. It's between the ointment scene and now this one. I have no idea. Like, you guys can give the awards out at the end of the series, okay? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, amazing.
Yeah. I feel like it would make sense to cut away from this
Yes.
because that
Yes.
always seems to be the case.
Yes.
So I'll leave it.
Yes.
I would love to get a reaction shot from the
Yes.
other two. From the
Well,
other
I mean,
two
like,
characters.
Pan Haoran is, like, you know, dealing with his own shit right now because Radish is just digging daggers with her eyes. And then Mu, you
Twins
see
just
this
like,
with
"Are they
river
making out in
glass
front of my
and
mother's
sun."
corpse?"
Yeah. But, yeah, Mu, what do you think? Us and your sister? I mean...
Oh, not my sister. I mean, not my sibling. Oh, sorry. Is that what you said?
I was saying to Mu. Like, you know, what do you guys think?
I think he's gonna have his attention on where the dart came from and give chase if there's someone there.
Oh, Mu. The action version. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, so maybe, like, you know, we see the quick cut shot of, like, you know, your eyes going towards the open window where this is coming from. Holy shit. And I think, you know, you get, like, the curtains, like the waving curtains, because the window's wide open and such, and, like, you know, you duck through, and then, like, you know, hot on your heels is river glass, and you know, maybe your sister will also you know, join you as well. Where'd they go? They couldn't have gone far.
If there's snow on the ground, I look for footprints.
Yes, for sure. Would you like to study?
I would.
Go for
All
it.
right, let's check it out. This one, I think I will use fire.
Okay.
Because my friend has just been attacked. So total of 6.
What?
Yeah. I'm trying
Face
to
to
see it.
fate. Face to fate.
I could. It's right.
Yeah, it's right
about
there.
13. That makes sense.
Man,
I
you
guess
have like
that-
a trillion bonds.
I know,
Yeah,
I saw that
seriously,
too, but
you have your
Two?
choices.
But having like a really good study roll is so valuable for this game.
Serious. So I mean, it's up to you. You can either face to fade it, or you could do your bonds just to
Or you can do
push you over the edge.
shadow.
Yeah, or shadow. Right, you have so
Have
many
you shadowed
choices.
before?
I've not used any shadows.
Mm.
But
We know nothing about Mu. This is why he's a mastermind.
In the last session, I'm gonna use all my shadows.
Suspect.
Oh my god, we're gonna get all the shadows in the last session. No! God dang it. Amazing.
No,
What
I
would
will
you
use
like
face
to
to
use?
fade. Yeah, I'll use face to fade. Becomes a 12 with a +1.
Okay, face to fade. Okay, alright, so... Alright, so that gives you the 3 hold. Alright, so you would like 1 clue with this, right? Using up 2? Or are you just creating details? It's only up to you.
Well, a question to the group: do we want a fight scene, or do we want to do more personal stuff? Because I could say that, you know, we give chase and there's a fight.
Go for it,
What's more
Raj.
interesting to people?
Yeah, fight.
I love
fight?
hearing your fight.
Yes, you're so
scenes,
good at the fight. So
So
we can wait on using up the hold for a little bit if you want to do a fight.
You
Sure.
can also use the hold to establish fictional positioning that is
Exactly.
beneficial for your fight.
For sure.
Sure.
Tip the scale.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Fight.
Sounds
Fight.
good.
Okay. Cool. 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 All right. So I think with the fight, yeah, you see someone. I mean, they've already gotten a head start because of like all the delay, like all the people that like were milling about and like freaking out and such. But you jump out of the window with Riverglass and your sister, and you see this figure, shadowy figure in robes and like their head covered over. There also looks to be like some kind of mask on their face as well, and they're retreating. Excuse me, into the darkness towards what looks like one of the gardens, either the garden maze or one of the pavilions or something like that. But their footsteps are crunching in the snow and all this kind of stuff. But you can see their retreat. Um, you can, I'll say that if you want to go ahead and just duel, then you can go ahead and like make your parkour leaps or whatever, and then like try to block them. But then you can totally battle. So I'd like to let's see what the roll is first. Their scale currently is, let me see. Do I take, okay, so for those of you that have played this before, do I take into account if the PC has help from other people when I judge scale? Or is it just PC versus the actual person?
It's all of those things combined.
Okay.
It's basically like, yeah, the fictional positioning of the moment.
Okay.
According to the book.
Okay.
The game.
All right. I think, oh God, do I do this now or do I wait? Let me see. I'm trying to think. You are currently, your scale is the same as your foes, given your help and such and the situation. Yeah. So let's see what you roll. Now, always now.
Right. Let's see. So I rolled a 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. Do I want to win?
It's up to you.
You may declare a shift in the fiction. I'll keep it as is.
Okay. So you would choose one, win at a cost, narrate your loss, or deadlock.
I'll say win at a cost and they escape.
Okay. Okay. Mark an element, your choice. They escape. But like, tell me, before you mark an element, I want to hear like how you are trying to battle them, especially because again, you have your sister who has taught you, like more with, the Sun School style, as well as, of course, Riverglass, who is, you know, uh, pretty formidable in his own right as well. But this person is, pretty skilled, and is doing their best to be very wily. Like they're not trying to be offensive about it. Like they're not trying to take any of you out. They're just trying to get away, which probably is why that they're able to escape. But I want to hear about like which element allows you to battle, but yet allows them to escape.
So you want to know which element I'm marking, or
Yeah.
is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'll mark a fire, just because it was reckless to chase after them without thinking. And I think we fight in the maze garden, with the bamboo. And let's see. I think one of the details I'll drop is that they know this garden very well, this maze, because they're leading us in circles, and then from like a little uh, cubby, or like in I don't know, alcove in the garden, they'll jump out and strike one of us and then run away. Um, and I think we reached like one part of the garden where there is like maybe there's like a larger open area where there's like a maybe a fountain. The water's frozen here, and we do like a big fight on the fountain, sliding in the ice, using it. The three of us, and this person's holding us off, and they're just like there's this almost childlike laughter as they're fighting this person.
I will say that probably one of the things that gives you pause, Moo, is the fact that these darts,
Yeah.
they still have some, and two of them come very, very close. One comes very close to hitting Sun Zheng, and the other one comes very close to hitting River Glass.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they're just like dodging and using the blowgun, uh, to fight us, which is pretty amazing.
It's alternately between like, something like a blowgun, but also like, them themselves being able to throw with with like fairly decent accuracy to try and hit. But the ice is not helping anybody right now.
Right.
So,
And I don't think I have my staff because it's in the middle of the night. I
mm-mm,
didn't run with
nope,
it, so I
you
think I
didn't.
just broke off a piece of bamboo,
Yep,
which is not my ideal fighting weapon.
yep,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah, and I think there's a part where like I don't know if this makes sense, but and if it doesn't make sense, then you can Agatha or whoever can nix it. But he makes a fist, or he or she makes a fist like a heart stealer. But instead of attacking anyone, they just smash the ice, shattering it, and there's water, and we all fall submerged while they leap off and run away.
It's not a real heart stealer though.
Right,
It's
right.
it's it's
It's a
to
mocking. Oh, it's a
it's a
mocking
mocking
gesture
it's a mocking gesture of heart
because they were
stealing.
looking at River Glass when they did it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you hear them laugh. But is that using up one of your, like, the fact that they know the
Yeah.
garden very well, one of your holds, one of your details, or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but then the other two hold, is you want a clue for that or no?
The other detail is that they used that they used the mocking form of Heart Stealer, and yeah, and I think maybe during the fight they do different styles, um,
Yep.
but it's like twisted versions of this different styles.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it. Perfect. All right. So that uses up your hold, and you also dueled, but you have a little bit more information than you did before. And I think, just as a gift, I think, once you all get out of the soggy mess, that is the you're not completely submerged, but it definitely makes it difficult to slog after them, especially because they know the garden so well. I
mm,
think you'll find left on the remains of the ice a wooden mantis statue.
mm, mm.
5 minute break. Pan, um, perhaps you have brought Shao to one of the, I don't know, um, let's look at the locations again. Sorry. I want to make sure that maybe you bring her back to like the servants' wing. That makes perfect sense at this point. Um, even though that's not quite where she is, but it just seems to make sense because everybody else seems to be scurrying around, like attending to everyone and what have you. But near the servants' wing, um, it's like a little bit quieter. It's not as busy, um, but you know, she will say, "I thank you. I appreciate you being helpful at this point. I'm sorry that your visit hasn't been uneventful." You're on mute.
Less eventful than my past few months, so there's at least that.
As you say that, of course, then we start hearing like the distant sounds of the ruckus outside and like in the audience chamber. Um, so, but continue on.
I seem to have spoken too soon. I should attend to what I promised. Will you be okay here by yourself? Should I send someone?
I should be fine. I'll make my way to my quarters and um, have the servants prepare Master Fan's body. Hopefully your friend has done the investigation they needed and they can figure out who did this terrible thing.
I have every faith in Leasing to solve this. Are you okay to go to your room alone?
I should be. I can't imagine anything would happen, right?
Of course. Well, you can keep the handkerchief in case you need it.
Thank you. I'll return it, of course, and prepare your next outing. I'm sure you'll need to impress your betrothed for
Yes.
tomorrow morning. Oh,
Of course.
or later on this morning.
Yes. No need to worry. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other, so it's no concern about that.
Oh,
Please.
it is very much a concern. Your mother is quite. Then she stops and tries to think of the right thing to say. She wants to make sure that this will go well.
I understand. And I appreciate that. And I'll stand up. I'll like give her one more comforting hand, make eye contact, and it's like, but I need to be off now.
Certainly. And please. And she kind of holds your hand just for that last little second. If you have any requests of me, anything specific, please let me know.
I will consider it, but thank you. And I'll sweep out of the room and go back and find out what all that noise is.
Question. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Haoran used to attention, like romantic attention / flirting from others?
I think he's used to needing to do it for who he is, but I don't think he's used to it being like returned without it being somewhat obnoxious or whatever, probably.
So how are they responding right now?
Responding. I don't think they would pick up any that there was any like anything untowards right in this moment.
Classic Jonn answer. Copy that.
Oh, that's hurtful. I feel like I'm being like, why do you feel so? Why am I getting so much shade right now?
Because
Carry
his
on. Sorry,
troubles
thank you.
because his troubles aren't over. I mean, I think like, once you get down the hallway back near like, the more like, populated areas, like the more open areas, I think you will see not only Radish there, but I think, well, actually no, like you just see
Zheng.
Radish there. Yeah, you'll see you'll see Radish there, like just kind of like she kind of like just makes that like that appearance, like like just turning in the hallway, and then her arms are folded. Another conquest, Pan Haoran?
I think whatever expression it's like he was kind of keeping like a neutral expression, but I think when he hears does he hear Radish before seeing her?
No, she kind of like just moves into that, like makes that move into the hallway in front of him, and before she says that. Yeah, inner
Yeah,
conflict, man,
inner
inner conflict.
conflict. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even think there's like. Poof. Let's go ahead. Let's see if those. I got my bad roll out the way, right? So this should be a good roll. What am I supposed to be? What should I be using in this situation?
Just not your style element. That's all you gotta remember.
All
You can't
right,
be good at
so
this.
I get this. I get that. Damn it! I shouldn't have upped my metal because metal seems appropriate, but I upped. Ah, damn it. Oh, fire because scattered. I feel like I would be scattered in this moment, and so I'm going to use fire because that's a +0. I have a 7.
Okay. Well, you must either flee the scene or mark an element to keep yourself steady. What do you want to do?
I hate that this happened. I did not want to have to. I'm marking as a condition. Yeah, because I'm gonna at least have more than a one-sided conversation with Radish this whole time. So I'm gonna
Okay.
mark a
Okay.
condition.
Fair. All right. So you keep yourself steady. How do you respond? Like, which element are you marking first?
I wrote as a note for my fire. I'm frustrated by the unexpected, so I think I'm just gonna mark fire
Okay.
here because
Okay.
I had like put a little note next to all of them. What I think makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So
So
this is unexpected,
okay.
very
So
much.
would you like a 5-minute break to be able to figure out how you're gonna respond?
Yes, please.
Okay, 5 minutes. Let's come back in 5 and see how Pan Haran comes back from the commercial break. All right, so when last we left, it's like Radish is staring you down, Pan Haran, and you have a 7. So you've marked an element to stay in the scene. What are you
Yes.
going to say to Radish?
Oh, Radish. What do you mean? I'm I'm like right now Haran is very scattered because that's what I marked, and so that's how I feel I'm reacting to suddenly having Radish pop out of nowhere with this declaration.
Oh, so it's Radish now. Okay. I understand. You are betrothed, so you have to keep an arm's distance for other people, but you weren't keeping an arm's distance for that person.
Shao Chun just lost someone important to them. I was just offering them comfort and nothing beyond that. I what would you have me do instead?
It's fine. It's fine. If we need to keep a more businesslike relationship while you are here proposing to someone, then that's what it has to be. That is perfectly fine.
It doesn't.
Now I know where I stand.
It,
Good.
Lee, Lehman, I'm sorry, but I'm just doing what my mother wants, what the water lilies expect from me. It I was making decisions for myself, and everything went poorly for me. And I want, I would want nothing more to have this time with you. But every time I make my own choices, I make mistakes. And I don't want to make another mistake and hurt you.
I ask again. So, choosing to be with me would be a mistake? Really?
Choosing to be with you would be bringing you into the mistakes I've already made.
Riverglass asked me once what I saw in you. Now I'm not sure if I can give the same answer. Good luck.
Please don't leave like this.
You are
I'm
going to be betrothed to someone else, Pan Haoran. I don't see how else we can leave it. Let's shake hands and go away friends. And she comes over
I
to
was
you and then
literally
holds
like
out her hand.
I like literally like please that's not what I want. I want to do the right thing. I want you, but I don't know how to make everything work. I the Red Lanterns have attacked my family, my society. If I because I chose to make a mistake, I made a mistake because I chose to protect someone that was important to Li Zheng. And I would have made more enemies if I had have done it. If I was meant to kill Jintong, and I would have made more enemies if I had done that. And I chose not to. But now I have to correct the mistakes of my obligation because now I have no one to help.
Everything you are saying is so confusing. You keep on talking about obligation and duty, and it sounds to me like you are not fulfilling any of it. If you truly needed to kill Jintong, kill Jintong. If you needed to marry my brother, then marry my brother. If you wanted to be with me, then be with me. But obviously, that's not good enough. That's not
I,
your decision, and that is not the right choice. So,
I,
again, you do what you need to do, Haran, for whatever right decision you need.
if I killed Jintong, I would be killing the person your brother loves.
I know. I know. And that is why I asked Riverglass to save you. To prevent Jintong from killing you. She was going
That I
to.
was not aware of.
She was going to. She was going to. When
What
you
do
were
you
at your
have?
weakest.
I didn't. I didn't know. What would what would you have me do? If I declare I declare my love to you and I call off another patrol, then where does that leave the lily the water lily society? I would I would be happy, but I would be happy, but my family, I would be just throwing them. I would be betraying them for my own happiness.
You make the decisions you need to. I am here because of the new Greenleaf Society.
Well,
Not because of
if I'm
you.
well, if I'm to undo myself with bad decisions, then I just like kiss her. If I'm to be undone by bad decisions.
Oh, I know you didn't get a miss. I know you didn't get a miss. However, I feel like this deserves a little something.
I
I'm gonna do it.
look,
I'm just gonna do it because I love doing this. So I'm gonna say that as you give her a kiss, like you pull her in for a kiss, I think from the one doorway, from the one window, I think this is where Mu and Riverglass and Zheng come in through the door. And we are going to leave it there. We are going to leave it there for this session because we need time to do end of session stuff in Stars and Wishes. Because I don't hate you.
what am I supposed to
I
do
don't
for
hate
the
you,
season
but
if you do all
it's
of
the
this
drama.
now?
You guys are giving me more Hearts of Wulin than Numberless Secrets, and I just have to feed into it because it's there. It's there. You guys are giving it to me. You
What am I
guys,
gonna do for the back half of the season?
I can't. I just can't. I
Is
can't resist.
Is today sweeps week?
I don't know. It must be. I mean, like, well, we're not in a different location. We're in the same
Okay, yeah.
location. Yeah. So it's not sweeps week. I mean, somebody's already gotten killed. I mean, you know.
Right.
And Stoop almost got murdered. So I mean, it was like, oh, okay. So anyway, let's go to the characters. Come on, it's not the end of an episode without somebody getting in trouble. Entanglements. All right. So, or excuse me, end of session stuff. Sorry. Okay. Mark XP when your character has taken a loss in a conflict. Nobody's used hearts and minds. If you rolled inner conflict and you forgot, then make sure that you take XP for rolling inner conflict. And if you have significantly interacted with your entanglements, okay? So let's go through everybody's entanglements at the moment. All right, starting with Mu. Romantic. Find lasting happiness with Riverglass. I must enlist Pan Haoran to destroy the Red Lantern Association. You didn't quite get a chance to do that, so I'm going to say no for that.
Can I argue that the stakes are higher now because I know that someone knows Riverglass is Red Lantern.
Yes.
That
Okay.
person
So
will
I
find,
will accept that. Yeah, because it's like they made the mocking gesture for sure. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I'll take it.
I'll take one for that.
Yep. And then the other one was support Chen Rugong's advancement in the Verdant Leaf Alliance. Yeah, and Jade Starlight wasn't here, so that doesn't come into play. Jintong. Soup has rejected me. Then try alongside Haran to deal with the Red Lanterns Association and increasing pressure. I mean, I feel like
I interacted a lot with that one.
I feel like this is heavy duty this session for sure. So definitely take those points. And then the next one, I must find and confront Widow Mantis. For attempts on.
I think I interacted a little bit with it.
Yeah, I mean, take
Mantis.
that point because I mean it was very much in this session where the wooden mantis statue was, showing for sure. So take that point. Soup. I'm in love with Jintong. Hurting Pan Haoran. Don't feel like you deserve love. What do you think? I mean, she freaking gave you the antidote, man.
Yeah. I think I'll take two XP for that one.
You definitely should get one. You get two for that. Two for that. Discover the true identity of Widow Mantis to get the debt to Gullible Mu. You kind of interacted with that a bit just as you were getting poisoned. So yes.
No, I also was investigating Shao Chun because of this entanglement. This is what started it. So I'm going to take 2 XP for this as well and just level up because why not?
Yep. For taking your thing, for sure. Pan Haoran. Complicated feelings for Li Min, but you're going to get married to Zheng. Yes, you should definitely take points for this. Definitely.
Yeah.
And your other one is don't wish to kill Jintong, but Widow Mantis, Red Lanterns, has pressured you to do so. So I don't know how you want to deal with this because we did make a mention of this and kind of brought up stuff from last mystery where it's Radish did save you from getting killed through Riverglass by Jintong. I mean, like, so there was kind of mention of that, you know, and there was
Yeah,
pressure from Widow Mantis. So
and I did tell Li Min why I didn't kill Jin
yeah,
Tong.
yeah.
I
So
mean, part of the reason. I mean, but that's still telling her.
yeah. I mean, I'll take it if you want to take a point for that for sure.
I
So
mean, I wouldn't mind taking a point. I feel like it counts. I thought about it, and after careful deliberation, I think it counts. Why are you shaking right your head at me? That's
I'm
not
just
cool.
saying, it's like I've punished you a lot this session. I mean, if you want to take the point, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. You know,
Oh,
so it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. All right. All in good fun and drama. All right.
oh, I
Great.
had inner conflict too.
Yes. Again, if you didn't take XP when you rolled inner conflict, make sure that you take it now. Okay.
Mhm.
To add to your advancement track. All right. So that is the entanglements and the XP marking. Let's go to stars and wishes. Oh my god! I'm just gonna mention it now because I want to just get it out of the way. The scene with Soup and Jintong, regardless of like, you know, the clinical blocking and all this kind of stuff and the behind the scenes meta discussion about it, it is still the contender for best intimate scene of the series, along with the ointment scene from however many episodes ago. Amazing, amazing, fucking amazing. So that's a star. My god. And then like Jonn, you just get stars just for being a good sport about, like, you know, me taking Pan Haoran through the romantic ringer, okay? Because he's just, unfortunately, he's just my whipping boy right now because of like the whole entanglement thing, like, you know, bringing Radish back, Shao Chun, all this other involvement stuff, and it's just gonna get worse because once Jade comes back and then like we start seeing, like, you know, possibly their interaction with your mom. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hilarious. So anyway, enjoy that. And then Mu, it's like, you know, for Rod, it's like, thank you for like, you know, getting into like at least one fight, you know, that was good. um because that was like, you know, fun to kind of like, you know, see the interaction and then like, you know, be able to use the environment. That was awesome. And then like also for like the little details of like, oh, like they did a mocking like Heart Stealer, that like they weren't quite doing Heart Stealer, but they were doing a mocking version of it to kind of dig it into to Riverglass. I love that. So really great details. I was expecting you to actually ask for a clue, but for the use of the details for that study move, that was really cool. And then Soup for Thomas, it's like, you know, again, good sport for like dealing with, okay, this is what's happening. You're getting a dart to the neck and we're going to roll with it. And then, like, you know, just going out and saying, all right, I'm going to study. I'm actually going to try and do something about this mystery, even though I really don't want to. But it kind of feels like it's in keeping with Soup anyway. Like, you know, kind of like, all right, I guess I'm going to meander through this and then see what happens. So, I mean, again, the whole complications for these characters overall, I just love the way this is shaping up. And yeah, I, I if you come up with something for the mystery, fantastic. But even if you don't, I'm so proud of you guys for at least touching upon it a little bit. I mean, to a lot this session. Thank you. Stars to all of you for that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm done.
I guess I'll go since I've
Yeah.
received multiple personal attacks.
Yeah, do it.
So
How did you find this session?
like whoa. Right. So of course I had fun this session. I am looking forward to more Mastermind Mu, who's finally discarded this like oblivious persona that no one believed before. At least Haran knew from the day one of meeting them that they're a deep mastermind, and so I'm looking forward to more of that too. So that's kind of a wish, but it's like I always enjoy that, and like the fight, having the chase scene. Oh, it was like masterful, Rod. I loved it. It's like wuxia on ice. Oh, chef kiss. Yeah. So I love that. I like seeing Thomas actually, seeing Soup actually starting to investigate. It makes me feel good. It seems like it's like I was afraid that we were gonna find him like laying face down in the gutter from alcohol. He's actually was able to get out of bed. He was sober enough to actually come in and start investigating. So seeing like that sort of development in Soup was amazing. So I love that. Definitely that the aforementioned kiss scene was amazing. I actually think that it's great that it was stopped to discuss it because I think the final product was amazing. It's like it was like yeah, so it was just like oh I will kiss you, and then you it was like is that tongue? No, it's antidote.
It's that.
My reply to that is porque no lo estoy.
So love that, and of course, man, I love how you do all your characters, especially when you're not attacking me. It was just it was just like a all full out on all out attack that my dice help enable. But yeah, so definitely that was like tasty drama. Like I'm learning I don't have to do stuff to get myself in hot water. Maz will do it for me. So, so yeah, so it wasn't even enabling. Like, it's just like I also feel like man, if I'm gonna have this many ambushes, I need to use my move to get some XP from it. This is amazing. I love it. Oh, but that's me. Oh wait, wishes. I forgot. Yeah. My wish is to somehow get out of this conversation with Sun Zing because I feel like it's gonna go terrible. No, no. I'm looking forward to having an actual conversation with Soup because I feel like they're in a bad place from their engagement, and hopefully seeing both of them in a better place having a conversation would be cool. Yeah, and so that's probably a big one for me. Um, yeah, well, I'm actually looking forward to like fumbling this conversation with something because I have no faith in myself not to f that up, and then I know the dice will help me.
Dude, you were fumbling that conversation with Radish so badly. And then at the end, you were like, and then I kiss her. And then it,
Look, I'm not good at this. I told you I don't. This is the first game I've done any of this in. So
no, it was fun.
Props to you. Props to you. I will go next. I have okay, so my stars, I mean, echoing a lot of what I've said, what has been said already. First of all, the ice fight or the fight we were Rod, when you were like, "Hey, what do we want?" And everyone was like, "Fight, fight, fight," because we love hearing your fight scenes. I love that you always just like very casually introduce like very cool details, like when you're like, "Oh yeah, the fountain," and then like you sliding along the ice. I was like, "Whoa, cool!" And then I already immediately have this like super sick mental image and yeah, the Mocking Heart Stealers to smash through the ice so Mu and Riverglass fall into the water in the fountain. That was such a cool detail. I loved that. Yeah. And then Thomas for being like, no, no, no. And then stopping me from just going through with the antidote and then therefore triggering the whole negotiation, and then we got the antidote kiss, which was good. I'm sorry I made it I'm sorry I made the ramp up to it so clinical. I'll make it sexier next time. I'll try.
I've
But
never seen Agatha so flustered.
I was like, I was like, how do I do this? And then I was like, no, we need to get back into that atmosphere. And then I was just like, I'm just losing it. I don't know. I'm on a set now? Question mark. Um, but I really liked it. I liked what it became, especially the whole thing about it being also in public and stuff. There is just it is adding so much more drama because of that. So Stardew Thomas for that counter pitch. Um and then I think the real star of today's session is you, Matt. Like you were on fire. So first of all, okay, this is what I wrote down. Um, Another conquest of Pan Haoran. That's one quote. Every time, Mads, you've opened your mouth as Radish, I'm screaming. I was literally screaming. I was a good thing I was muted because I was like, ah! You were on your A game. Also, when you introduced the poison dart hitting soup, that was like that was what made all of that happen, and I was like, wow, excellent GM instincts. Even though it felt like it was a hard move against soup, even at the until the very end, but it was beautiful and I loved it. What a great GM decision, and then I also need to highlight the quote. You're trying to fulfill your what was it? Your duties. Okay, here's what I wrote down. And it sounds to me like you're not fulfilling any of it. Mic drop. Except no, she doesn't get to mic drop. She gets to get kissed. Which anyway, yeah, those are my stars. My wish is a persistent wish, which is for me to I would like the Red Lantern thing. I would like to carry forward my wish from before, and to talk to Yifeng to get a visit from Widow Mantis. I think it's time for um for Jintong's whole backstory to come to bear upon her as a person. Um, this this threat that keeps getting referenced, I think it should actually just happen. And I am okay with you like going pretty hard because that is I feel like that will ground her motivations better. So that's my wish. And then also I'm excited to have the conversation between Jintong and Soup. I think this will hopefully, I mean, Thomas, we can talk about whether you want this one to be another like push pull or if you want this to be the one where they actually talk and communicate. We can work that out. But I'm excited for it either way.
Can jump in unless you yeah, oh gosh, stars to everyone. We got 4 clues, one for each of us. Uh which is awesome. But I also love that we're giving motivations to the NPCs, whether we intended that or not, or how intentional that was or not. Um, Tom, I love that you put in that little detail of the manual having, being again an anti-sea spray blade style uh for Chow I'm sorry. Yeah. And having that, yeah, and just whenever Sue puts on that detective hat, it's always fun. Um, and of course, yeah, the antidote kiss, the I don't know, smooch of life suggestion was awesome. Uh, I thought that was yeah, that was a defining moment, I think. For both characters. Uh, yeah, because we finally get to see how, what Jintong's love languages, giving antidotes, sacrificing antidotes to soup. I love the moment Agatha with also with the giving Yifang that motivation and the flashback with the Red Lanterns, and I'm very curious how that's going to pan out. Um, uh, and Jonn, I love your flashback as well with the father, and that's very cute. I was waiting for you to throw that up in the discussion with with Radish that you have to make sacrifices. Uh, but we'll see. I love that scene as well uh with the very end scene with Radish and the back and forth and the trying to yeah, I felt for Pan Haoran. You know, it's not your fault. You're trying to do the right thing, but failing at it. And I understand Radish's feelings as well. So curious to see the fallout of the kiss. Uh, yeah, Mads throwing a lot. Oh wow, so many. Throwing the dart that Soup gets started and the poisons. Yeah. Uh, yeah, just throwing in the little details with Grave of Saints, comforting Snowy Pine. I'm curious to see where that goes. Um, yeah, so sorry, everyone. That was a lot of fun. Thanks. I don't know if I'm sure I have a wish. Yeah, I'll think about it. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, everyone said a bunch of stars, and I agree with all of them. The ending was specifically amazing, lads. I think the Zheng seeing that kiss, was the perfect way to let Pan Haoran not get away with that, right? Because he was getting away with something in that moment. That was so good. Yeah, I echo Agatha that, I think this was such a great game that you ran as the GM. And honestly, like, I think the coolest part about this session was how much everyone kind of used the currencies of the game or the game's mechanics to kind of GM themselves in various sections. I think that was really cool. Rod, obviously, with the fight scene, but generally the way we were using Hold to kind of introduce details. Each one was so good. Yeah, and I think that was kind of like a really sort of a platonic ideal for how I like to play games. So yeah, that was great. Wish-wise, yeah, Soup and Jintong. Yeah, I think real conversation time. I think we might be at, they need to get together now finally, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we're there yet, but yeah, might be a good time to do it. Um, that's it, I
I mean,
think. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you feel like they're not quite there yet, that's also fine. I feel like I'm also fine with a little more push
Yeah.
and pull.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you all, as usual, because I mean it makes the table, right? I mean, like, everyone pitching in and collaborating and, helping make the story what it is. I mean, I could not have done this without you. Could not, I don't think any one of us could have done it without each other. So, I mean, again, I'm always in amazement and awe of how beautiful and dramatic this story keeps coming out. Regardless.
Wait, did I not give a star to Jonn? I didn't write down a quote for Jonn, but I need to give you a star for for the way that you're like like describing how you are miring Haoran in more and more problems, and then be like, oh, but Haoran it is not like that. Haoran is so stressed. It's so funny.
Lovely. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I did write a quote for Jonn to Radish. I don't want to bring you into the mistakes I've already made. That
Yeah,
line, I like that line
that's
a
good.
lot.
That's
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Also, like the first scene
Horrible.
where
Horrible.
like Shao Chun was like holding Pan Haoran's hand, and Jonn was like, "There's nothing going on, guys. There's nothing like like Jonn was in denial of what was happening." Yeah, John's like, "Why is everybody finding this amusing? There is nothing amusing
Because it is
happening."
quite
Also, Jonn
amusing.
being like, "Hey, everyone, this is my first time trying to do like really lean into the emotions of and the melodrama of my character, and all of us just nonstop roasting."
It's just delicious. Oh my god. Okay. So, of course, like me complimenting the hell out of you guys also means it's like there's just some bits that just kind of come outside of the great work that you do, which is why I have to include a little stinger for today's session. So, I think as Shao Chun makes her way to her actual quarters, she looks around in the quieter wing and she takes a little detour to a shadowy panel and hallway and doesn't make it to her quarters per se, but maybe to a different set of quarters. And the light is dim here. Maybe there's not, a whole bunch of sconces lit or candles. And she makes her way into what looks like a back room of sorts with an open window. And the shadowy figure from before with mask makes their way inside this room. And Shao Chun waits until they make their way all the way in and then bows deeply. I assume everything went well. And the shadowy figure says, yes, it did. And they're going to know exactly how wrong they are for delaying. My punishment. One, for not dying when they're supposed to. And the other, for not obeying my command from the beginning. And as they say this, the masked figure will reach up from underneath and take off their mask, and they turn to face the camera, and they'll shake their head, and the hair falls down in a graceful wave, and we see the elegant, beautiful features of Pan Haoran.
No.
I will see you next week. Happy gaming for anything that you're doing. And we'll continue on next time. You are 4 clues down for difficulty 7. Continue onward. See you guys. Bye.